Hey, yo, what's up? This is Psycho Martial Occurrence. Rain back up in this anti-Illuminati all day, anti-telepathy all day, anti-America all day, and everybody with him, yeah. So like I told y'all, I'm going to be making videos that basically talk about street information, street knowledge, street wisdom, the fraudulent versus the real and authentic. You know, real happenings, real actions, real things, real credibility, real people. So, this video is gonna be about everybody talking about ride or die, riders. And it's been a term that's been out for what, about 10 years? Something like that? Yeah, I'll say about 10 years. Tupac have said it in the past. Other rappers have said it in the past, riding, riders and all of this. But it had a reboot, if you will. It had some type of reboot in our community. And people talking about ride or dies, my day ones and riders and all of this, right? But let me interject this while everybody's talking about this, because these days everybody think they thugs and gangsters. Okay? If you ain't never got in a car with the intentions of shooting somebody, you're not a rider. Okay? I've done that. I've gotten in the car with the intentions of shooting somebody. That's a rider. No other intention, not having the guns in the car, and then something pop off. And then an altercation happen. I'm talking about with the sole intention of getting in the car with guns to go handle some business. If you have never done that in your life, you are not a rider. You are not a rider. Okay? Let's just get it 100. I mean, that a lot of these rappers too. A lot of them have not gotten in the car with the intentions of shooting somebody. That is a rider. For all you people that saying rider this, rider that, and you have never entered a vehicle with guns ready to shoot people, you are not a rider. Technically speaking. Technically speaking. Because that's a whole different situation, to be honest. It's one thing to have a gun and then you may pull it on somebody, or you may be around the way and you may do some, in a spur of the moment situation. But it's a whole nother thing to get in the car with the intentions of shooting somebody and going to where they live at, making it there, going to where they live at, driving to somebody's house, going to where they live at with the intentions of shooting somebody. That's a whole different type of individual, man. And that's what I'm saying. That's the difference between the riders, because when people listen to Tupac's song, they'll say, they listen to the riders and punk songs. But you're not on the rider. They listen to the intro where it says riders and punks. But you're not the rider if you never got in the car with the intentions of shooting somebody. You made it to that neighborhood where they at with the intentions of shooting somebody. You're not a rider if you've never done that in your mind or heart in real time. We gotta separate people that sit up and imagine themselves doing stuff, but you ain't never did it. We gotta separate the people that have never had no parts of the streets. We gotta shave that off, because this is why you have these bad politics now. This is why you have people messing up the whole quality of the streets, because everybody's infatuated with it now. Everybody wants to be the criminal, the thug, but they ain't making no money. You know what I mean? This has to be said, because who's else going to say it? Nobody's saying it. Somebody got to say something. Some people say, well, that's carnal talking. This is reality. This is reality. This is reality, man. And I feel like people who know reality best should be speaking on it. It's a lot of people that go around, walk around, man, and you ain't never rode around turning the ignition in the car saying, we about to go get this food. You ain't never done that. That's what I'm saying. So while you tripping off of me and thinking I'm tripping and thinking that something, I'm being extra, bro, you ain't lived my life. You ain't done stuff I've done. You ain't had the heart I had. While you think I'm being extra, you haven't done that. You not as live as me, basically. You not. If you have never gotten in the car with the very beginning intention, not, oh, we see our option, now we on them. Not that. The very beginning, you got in the car with the intentions of shooting somebody. If you ain't never done that, you ain't no rider. And therefore, me and you don't really even need to be interacting when it comes to this street stuff, because I take it way more seriously than you do. And my actions I have showed that with my actions. Somebody want to challenge? Hey, guess what? We about to ride. Simple. Simple. I don't I don't play no diva games. I've never been that type of guy. Ever. Even when my sexuality orientation was different, I've never been that type of dude that, you could play with. Ever. And that's why people wanted me to stay on that side. That's why they wanted me to stay on with the sexual orientation, because they never seen nobody like me on that side. They never seen nobody like that. Because y'all let other people push y'all down. Y'all let other people say, oh, well, I heard he be doing this with this, so we can try him. You can't try me, bro. You can't try me at any time of the day, bro. And look, I don't pick on anybody. I'm not the type of person to pick on anybody and throw my weight around. But I definitely am going to stand up for myself. Don't ever get that messed up. I'm going to definitely stand up for myself every single time when I think you want to play games. I'm going to stand up for myself. That's the bottom line. I don't need anybody to, for people that think, they got to do stuff to keep you alive. You don't got to do nothing to ignite my fire. My fire stays ignited. I stay lit, bro. For real. I ain't got no mental sickness. I ain't on no meds or none of that. Yeah, for the record. I ain't on no meds or nothing. Never have been, never will be. I ain't never been on no mental medication. And I'm always lit, bruh. I'm born like this. So while you think, oh, he got some kind of probably take medication, I don't take no meds. I'm just lit. That's real. Some people just like you got big, tall people, 6'5". I'm lit. You know what I'm saying? That's my might. That's my strength. You can't take it from me. You can't make some tall man be 4'5" when he's 6'5". I'm lit. You can't take it. It already done been put to the test. It already done been put to the test. Already done been put to the test. And I've exceeded expectations, I would say. Overall, with all my stories combined, everything combined, I've exceeded my expectations. Yeah, because all the places that they talk about, I either lived them or been through them. All the places that they idolize and in love with, I either lived there or been through it. All the places you idolize, I went through it. That speaks for itself. Why you still are local? Why you still are a local human being? We don't know if you will fold or not if you go to another place. It only comes with going. We don't know. You may meet your match over there on the west side. You might meet your match in Los Angeles. You can't say you won't fold. You might just make the wrong mistake and that's it. And you didn't make it. So what's all that tough stuff about if you don't make it? You don't live. You died. You might have been tough. You might have not been scared, but you did. That's another thing. Some people don't make it. Okay, it's one thing to say, okay, I'm not scared, okay, but you still dead though. You still dead. It doesn't take a scared person to get beat down. That's the cloth I come from. We don't care if you're scared or not scared. You still can get beat. You still can get defeated. You can be fearless and dead, in other words. You can be fearless and destroyed. Yeah, that don't mean nothing. It's all about, at the end of the day, what you can do and not do. Look, hey, it's a lot of people that ain't scared. But they dead though. They dead though. That's what I'm saying. They was fearless, but they dead. I went from California, came all the way back, went to California again, went to California again, 3 different times. Still here. I wasn't scared either, but I'm still also alive. If some people walk around, yeah, you walk around like Tupac, but you dead now. You know what I'm saying? You walk around like Tupac, but you marked for death. That's the difference. It's not so much, okay, you made it past the first stage. You're not scared, but okay, but are you about to die? Are you alive? Are you a person that's most likely to die? I mean, let's keep it 100. Are you most likely to die? Yeah, because it's just certain stuff you don't do, you do. You most likely to die. We don't care about you being real, because you most likely to die. I wouldn't dare pick a person like that. Because no matter how live wire you think you are, you're most likely to die. It takes skills to be real. That's what Tupac said. It takes skills to be real. It takes skills to be real. It takes skills. You walk around here, oh, boom. Oh, I ain't scared of nobody. But who cares? There's been a lot of people like that. And where they at? In the graveyard. They in the graveyard. I choose my battles wisely. And I strategize wisely too. So that's the difference between me and y'all. See, you hear me talking, you hear how I talk. I'm talking about real stories though. Just like anybody else would. And some people get arrogant talking about their stories, but they real stories. They don't mean they lying. So I'm supposed to be humbly talking about all these stories? That's what make you believe in me. That's what make you believe my story's real. I'm humbly talking about these things when they're not humble situations in the first place. So I'm supposed to humbly talk about a fight. I'm supposed to humbly talk about I'm a rider. That doesn't even, come on, man. All I can say, man, hey, it's a lot of people that wasn't scared and they dead. You ain't proving nothing to nobody by walking around here like you ain't scared of nobody. That's cool. It's cool to not be fearless. To be fearless. It's cool to be fearless. But it's also stupidity too. You got some people, yeah, you ain't scared. I ain't scared, but I ain't stupid either. Some of y'all are fearless, but you're stupid. I'm not. When you see me walking around, you can count on one hand, half of these people can count on one hand how many times you actually even saw me. If I was trying to flex and everything like that, if I was trying to be a bully, then you'll see me posted up. I know how this go, bruh. You can count on both hands how many times you actually have saw me. You don't play with people like that. If I was some little lying little dude, some little crazy little dude, I'll be all out there every day. You'll see me every single day. You do not see me every day. New Yorkers don't see me every day. So who you think police gonna believe? Somebody that's rarely seen, seldom seen, or somebody that you see every day? Who they gonna see is the problem? Most likely, the person that's by themselves and do nothing but them, they only do them. That's more of a credible person, and the person that's always out here is always gonna probably most likely be a person that's in the mix of something all the time. Everybody see your face, you gotta be in something. You gotta be in some kind of problems. That's another thing. People that show their face all the time, I don't know. No. You bound to be in some kind of confusion or bound to be an op or working for the ops. One or the other. You see too many people. Me, I'm to myself. Look, where I live at, I haven't even met everybody. And I definitely haven't talked to everybody. People like that, by street value, you don't play with them. You know what I mean? Because they feel justified. I feel justified. Hey, you look like you're pushing up on me. I ain't lost my edge. You look like you're pushing up on me. You want some smoke? So if you want smoke, then you should be doing all the talking. That part. If you want smoke, you want a problem, you trying to pull up, you call yourself pulling up, then you should be doing all the pull up then. Am I right or wrong? If you pulling up, you should be doing all the pull up. You should be saying whatever you got to say and everything. You pulling up and ain't saying nothing, bro. That don't impress me. That don't impress me. That don't impress me. Because you really don't know how the other person is feeling until you say something. Now you know what level it's on. You don't even know what level it's on, and you pushing up on people. Yeah, you pushing up on people, but you don't know how they felt about that. The only way you know how somebody feel about your pull up is if you totally pull up. You pull up, you say what you got to say, and they say what they got to say, and that let you know where it's at. You pulling up and don't say nothing, that's dangerous for you. You don't know how the other person feels. And you think you done something. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. That's how stuff gets started between black people. It's always an ignorant person, like some crack baby kind of person. I mean, what are you, a crack baby? You want to smoke with people you don't know? You a crack baby? Are you a crack baby? That's what I want to know. Because you see how I roll. I don't stick to that old school, don't pull it if you ain't. Nah, I want you to see how I am. And I got all my marbles. Yeah, I ain't no crack baby either. Some of y'all act like crack babies. You act like you want to smoke with people you don't even know. Bro, is you a crack baby? Stop playing. I don't play with no crack babies. You a crack baby, man. You act like one. You act like a crack baby. You want smoke and you in people's way that you don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. And I've been in too many places for people to try to fool me. You either on meds, you either mental, or you a crack baby or something. Or you been around them. Something. Because I've been a rider. I done got in the car with the intention of killing somebody. I done got in the car with the intention of shooting somebody. You can't talk that to me. You can't talk that language to me. You can't. You can't. And that's what people want to do. They want to try to show their level. I don't care about your level. I don't care about who you are. I don't care. That's why I don't like politics. Why do I need to know you? I don't need to know you. Some people stand in your way because they want you to know them. I don't need to know you. You don't need to know me. That's how I feel. And that's why I've always been good. Because I don't need to know people. I don't need to know you. Why? We ain't getting money together. So I ain't getting no money from you. You ain't getting no money from me. Why do I need to know you? That's childish, man. That's childhood stuff. I'm 40 years old. Why? I don't need to know you if I ain't getting no money with you. That's how I feel. And that's how I carry myself. If I see somebody, I talk to them, something happens, that's what that is. That just happened. That's what. If you see me talking to somebody, that's most likely how it happened. I seen them, this, that, and the third. We sparked up a conversation, this, that, and the third. But if you see the other times, I'm on my own. I'm on my own doing me, and I'm good with that. I'm good with that for that very reason, because people start stuff. I'm good with being on my own. While people think I'm depressed, I ain't depressed. I feel good. I feel good. Because guess what? I know I enjoy my own company. I enjoy me. I enjoy me. You feel me? So I don't have to gravitate to people to feel good. Some people do. They got to go out and find somebody. They got to go out and run on the train and go find somebody to bring to their apartment to feel like they worth something or they feel good about themselves. I don't have to do that. I still feel good about myself. I'm still healthy and everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's the kind of individual you're playing with. Like I don't gravitate to people because to feel strong. I don't need people to feel like I'm not depressed. Some people get suicidal when they ain't got no friends. I don't need friends. Look what they do to you. Look how they treat you. Look how human beings treat you. Why do I need that? Why do I need somebody always calling me and texting me and something? You know what I'm saying? Nah. And I'm built like that. You know, I'm an extrovert at the same time. That's what makes me like a Gemini. I'm an extrovert, but I can chill on my own though. You know what I'm saying? And that don't bother me. I don't need to walk in that energy at all times. I don't need to be an extrovert person and partying and the host of the party. I don't need to be that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? All the time. And some people gotta be. They gotta have people under them. You know what I'm saying? With them partying and them, you know, and letting their social letting their social wings, you know, float in the air. They gotta be like that in order to be healthy. I don't. I'm still healthy. That's the difference. It's one thing to be isolated and not be healthy. It's another thing to be isolated and be good. And I don't need nobody bothering that. I don't need nobody trying to draw me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Because some people do stuff to spark your flame like you need, look, man, I told people, I'm like a 19-year-old kid when it comes to my fire. When it comes to that fire, you know what I'm saying? I could be just as lit as a teenager, cuz. Not caring about nothing. That's what I'm saying. And you can't change that. See, black people try to change that sometimes. Like they try to change you. Like literally, that's a term on the streets. Change somebody. Like you can't change that about me. You can't change it. That's me as a man. You can't change it. And that's what people get off on. They want to change your energy. They want to change how you move. Like they gonna break you down. Like they gonna make you soft. Like I've never been soft no matter my sexual orientation. I've never been a soft type of person. Even in my orientation, different sexual orientation, but I had friends that was from death row. Half of you straight men have never even been near death row. So basically he harder than y'all. As far as crime goes, as far as real stuff goes, he's harder than you. That's real. He's harder. You ain't been to death row. Who cares if he was gay? He's harder than you. You ain't never been to death row. He's harder than you then. As far as crime, as far as being real, he's harder than you. That's real. Yeah, I don't care what you say. He's harder than you. As far as crime and the get down, he's harder than you. That's all I'm saying. That's all it boils down to. Because all this questionable stuff straight men do anyway. Like, bruh, you doing all kind of questionable sexual acts anyway. Like, I mean, it boils down to the get down, man. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it boils down to the get down. What have you done? Which goes back to my whole little message, man. If you ain't never got no car with the intentions of harming somebody and shooting somebody, you are not a rider. Stop that talking like you a rider. You don't ever say it around me. You ain't no rider if you have not got in no car with the intentions of going over somebody's house and you did it. You drove over there. You seen what was happening and you had the heat. That's a rider, bruh. And that's somebody you are not. If you can't look me in my face and honestly say you've done that, you are not a rider. You are not a rider. Stop saying it, please. Then this is what I'm saying. You'll be amazed at how many people feel they convince themselves that they are that. I know how black people move. I'm gonna make a video about that too. It's one thing to say you are a killer. It's one thing to say you would kill somebody. It's one thing to be around killers. It's another thing to get in the car with the intention of riding on somebody. It's a whole different ball game. Yeah, you got potential, but you're not a rider. You have not got in the car with the intentions of shooting somebody. That's not a rider, bruh. You got potential, you might would do it. Obviously, people become riders every day. We know people become riders. So they have the potential to become riders, and they fulfill the potential. Then you have those who actually did what they said they would do. You got friends of theirs that have done it. So what you have in America is a lot of people walking around with potential. Let's keep it 100. You ain't never shot no guns. You ain't never ride. You ain't never been no rider. And I can say that. I got in the car with the intentions of shooting somebody. I can say that. Half of y'all can't say that, bruh. So while you trying to look on me and trying to see my stuff, bruh, the bottom line is my heart is official with harming whoever I need to harm to survive. That's all you need to know. And I take it highly offensive when somebody think I'm playing. Somebody like me, they done got in the cars with the intention, that ain't no bum. I'm getting in the car with the intention of laying somebody down with guns. That's not some loser that you want to make me out to be. That's somebody you don't want to challenge, bruh. That's all I'm saying. That's somebody you don't want to challenge. Heart down with that foolishness, man.